my God, what are you guys doing here? Welcome to my practice space. Thanks so much for dropping by. I hope you guys are really enjoying these videos that we're doing and want more. Please make sure that you hit the subscribe button. And if you enjoy some of these videos, please click like and leave a comment. One of the things that I'd like to ask you is to leave your questions in the comment section and tell me, what do you appreciate about yoga the most, and what are some of the practices that you want to learn more about? So let's dive into this practice. Welcome everybody, namaste. Today we're going to be focusing on the hips, and just a couple of little things I wanted to say about the hips before we get started, just to kind of think about two things. A lot of hip problems come because of lower back disc impingement or discs pressing on nerves, and then those pain receptors are getting stimulated, and then that starts to shoot pain down into the hips. So if we're going to be looking at the hips, one of the things that we've got to start working on is better extension in the lumbar spine. If we're sitting all the time like this, the discs can be pressing into the nerves, which then can be causing more problems. So take it from someone like me who's had a lot of hip issues most of my life until recently, which leads to the second point, is that from an AYAMA perspective, we want to look at ways to actually strengthen the back muscles so that we can hold the curve properly in place. One of the muscles that's responsible for holding that curve, holding the integrity of the curve, is the psoas, which gets a lot of abuse because we're sitting all the time. So we want to get the psoas working and also stronger. So for today, what I'd like to do is have you guys come onto your stomach and come and lie down. And we're going to just start off in Sphinx Pose. And this is such a great posture to begin to rehabilitate the curve in the lumbar spine, especially if some of you, as I mentioned earlier, are sitting a lot. And if you're sitting a lot and your lower back is constantly in flexion, that's going to create some problems in the lumbar spine. So let's just start here. Really try to relax in the lumbar spine, relax in the lower back. I don't want you to be activated at all here, just completely relaxed. This is a very kind of passive pose, but it's a gentle passive pose. We're not doing anything extreme in the body or starting to push the body beyond its range of motion. So this is just a very gentle thing to do, practice to do. As you're here, just kind of wag your tailbone a little bit. Happy cobra. And start to send some breaths into the lower back. From a chakra perspective, it's kind of interesting because the hips relate to the first chakra, which is our sense and feeling of stability in the world. If you kind of think about what's happening in the world right now, there's a lot of instability. I think we can all agree on that. So having an inner sense of stability and cultivating a feeling of being stable within your own body and within your own mind, being able to trust your breath, being able to trust your body, being able to trust that you have that inner strength, that inner resilience, leads to more clarity and helps to lift the veil of confusion. We'll just stay here for about another minute or so. Just continue breathing in. If you can, just imagine that there's like this pipeline of breath between your nose and your lower back. And just invite all the tissue there to let go, to relax as you breathe in and breathe out. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling deeply. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling deeply. From here, just kind of gently walk the elbows a little to the right, maybe about 10 or 20 degrees, so it's not going to be a lot. And as you walk the elbows a little bit to the right, I want you to take the left leg and see if you can bring the left leg back just a little bit more. So just lengthen through the left side. And again, we'll just stay here for a short moment. Just take a couple of deep breaths. You're going to feel kind of this sense of lengthening in the left side of the lumbar spine. And it's just a really nice way to open up the vertebrae diagonally or laterally. And then let's do the same on the left. So walk the elbows around over to the left. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling deeply. Lengthen a little bit more through the right leg if you can. Push the right foot back a little bit more. Take another breath or two here. Very nice. And then come back to center. Now what I'd like you to do is bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Then bring the hands just a little wider. Not too much, just a little bit wider. Let the elbows come out and then hug the elbows in and let the elbows come back to neutral. And then from here, you're going to inhale, just come up into cobra, whatever cobra pose works for you. Pause there just for a moment. Draw the shoulder blades down, the elbows back, and then come back. And let the head come down. Inhale, come up. Now, as you come up, press down through the tops of the feet. Press the leg bones down into the floor. And then exhale and come on back down. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, come on down. Inhale, come on up. Don't worry about how high you come up. Just keep the elbows, whatever height you come, keep the elbows slightly bent. Pull the shoulder blades back. And feel that extension in the lumbar spine. And exhale, slowly come on down. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, come on down. Very good. Now I'm going to keep your hands where they are. You can let your forehead come down. I'm going to keep mine up because I've got my microphone here and it will sound weird. And then bend your right knee. Take your left hand to the right glute and just feel that glute engage and lift the leg up. And this is such a great way to get the glutes activated and then slowly come on down. And then bend the knee, engage the glute and lift it up. And slowly down. And then bend the knee, engage the glute and then lift the leg up. Try not to kind of come over to the side. Keep that right pelvic bone onto the ground and then relax. Bend the knee, engage the glute, feel it if you're not sure, and then lift the leg up. You may notice that it just gets easier each time because the muscle is waking up. If you've been sitting all day long, sometimes the muscles will go to sleep. They actually start to atrophy. Relax down, bend the knee, lift back up. And then come on down. And bend the knee, engage the glute, and lift it up. One more time, this side. And then relax down. Bend the other knee, take your right hand, feel the left glute engage, and then lift that leg up. And then come on down. Bend the knee, engage the glute, and lift the leg up. And then come on down. And then bend the knee, engage the glute, and then lift it up. And then come on down. Bend the knee, engage the glute, and lift up. It's one of my favorite exercises to do, just because it's really hard to engage the glutes. It's really hard to activate the glutes. Relax down. It's very few postures that we have available to us. Engage the glute, lift it back up. So by doing this pose, we actually can start to target and isolate the glutes. There's nothing else really that we're using right now. Relax down. And one more time. Engage the glute and lift it up. And then relax down. Bring your hands just for a moment to the floor on top of each other. Bring your forehead to the hands. Let's take 3 deep breaths, deep diaphragmatic breaths. As you breathe in, remind yourself to relax the tissues in your lower back. Relax the glutes now. A muscle can only really truly activate or get strengthened if you're able to relax it. It's that contrast between relaxation and activation. Healing the body through that rest and digest state of the parasympathetic nervous system. Very nice. We're going to do one more thing here, another pose I love. But just to really get these muscles strong in the glutes and lower back, lift the legs up, lift the chest up, lift the arms up. Lift up through the inner thighs, and then slowly back down. And then lift back up. Such a great pose. Really targeting all the muscles in the lower back to just strengthen them, so it supports the spine and all the discs, and then relax down. Lift back up. And relax down. Lift back up. And relax down. Come on back up. And back down. And come back up. And back down. Nice. Come up onto your hands and your knees. We're going to do a little bit of neck PT here. So just listen carefully as I'm talking you through this. First of all, come to neutral spine. And then inhale, lift the chest and heart. Lift the head up. Don't jam into the back of your neck, but look up as much as you can. And then exhale, come to neutral spine. Please don't round the back here. Not today. Inhale, lift the chest and heart, and look up. And exhale, come back to neutral spine. As you come to neutral spine, feel the sides of the belly move into the navel. So squeeze the belly into the midline. Inhale, Lift the chest and heart. Take your gaze up. And exhale, come back to neutral spine. Some of you are not used to working the neck, so just be very gentle in your neck. Inhale, look up. Do that slowly. Don't just kind of like throw your head up. Go slowly. Exhale, come back to neutral spine. Inhale. This time what you're going to do is look over to the right about 20 degrees and then look up. And then come back to neutral spine. Squeeze the sides, the belly into the midline. Inhale, look up. Turn the head to 20 degrees to the right and look up. And exhale, come back to neutral spine. Do it one more time. On this side, turn to the right, about 20 degrees and look up. And then exhale, come to neutral spine, squeeze the sides of the belly into the midline. Now this time you're going to turn the head to the left 20 degrees and look up. And exhale, come back to neutral spine, squeeze the sides of the belly in. Turn the head to the left about 20 degrees and look up. And exhale, come back to center. Inhale, turn the head 20 degrees, look up. And exhale, come back to center in the midline. Inhale, turn the head 20 degrees and look up. And exhale, come back to center and squeeze into the midline. Tuck your toes now and then exhale, come into downward facing dog. Inhale, very slowly, come to hands and knees, lift the chest and heart. Maybe take the gaze up. You can keep the neck neutral now, probably give it a rest. Exhale, come back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come to fours. And exhale, come into downward facing dog. Inhale, come to all fours. Now this time, exhale, look over your right shoulder and see if you can see your right buttock. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, come into downward facing dog. Inhale, very slowly bring the knees to the floor. Feel that gripping sensation in your core. This time, exhale, turn to the left and see if you can squeeze the left side of your body as you look over your left shoulder to your left glute. Inhale, come back to center, neutral spine. And exhale, come into downward facing dog. Inhale, come to all fours. And exhale, look over your right shoulder. See if you can see your right glute. And exhale, come back to center and downward facing dog. Inhale, come to all fours. Lift up the chest and heart and exhale, look over the left shoulder again. Squeeze the left side of your body. Really squeeze the left side as much as you can. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to do that one more time each side. So inhale, come to all fours, neutral spine. And then exhale, look over the right shoulder. Really squeeze the right side, getting into the lateral obliques. Squeeze them, squeeze them. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, come into downward facing dog. Inhale, come to all fours. Lift the chest and heart a little. Neutral spine. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Nice. Squeeze the left side. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up as high as you can. Keep the hips somewhat square. See if you can squeeze your right glute. Bend your right knee a bit. Push the heel up to the sky. Good. And then lower the leg down. And then bring the left leg up. Very good. Bend the knee. Push the heel up to the sky. Squeeze that left glute. Lower the left leg down. Inhale, come to all fours. Very good. And exhale, pause. Inhale, lift the left leg up behind you. Lower that left hip, but then see if you can lift the leg up higher. Bring the right arm forward and lift both up as high as you can. Very good. And then exhale slowly down. Very good. And then lift the right leg up behind you. Lower the hip. And then lift the leg up higher. Lift the left arm up. And then lift the arm and leg up as high as you can. And then slowly down. And lift the left leg up. Lower the hip. Leg up higher. And then lift the right arm up, and then lift both up as high as you can. You should start to feel this right in the lumbar spine. We're kind of isolating this muscle called the multifidus. Very hard muscle to reach, and then slowly come on down. And then lift the right leg up, lower the hip, lift the leg up higher, lift the left arm, and lift arm and leg. Very nice. And slowly come on down. Lift the left leg up, lower the hip, leg up higher, right arm forward, and then lift both up. Now this time I want you to kind of look forward a bit. Try and look up to your hand without straining your neck. And then slowly down. Lift the right leg up, lower the hip, lift the leg up higher, lift the left arm, and then arm and leg, and take your gaze up gently. Try and bring your chest forward and up. There you go, and then slowly down. Lift the left leg up, 1, 2, lower the hip, 3, leg up higher, 4, lift the arm, and 5, lift arm and leg, and then lift the chest, and take your gaze up, and then slowly down. Lift the right leg up, lower the hip, lift the leg up higher, and lift the left arm, and then arm and leg, and then take your gaze up. Very good. And then slowly down. We'll do it one more time each side. Lift the left leg up, 1, 2, lower the hip, 3, leg up higher, 4, lift the arm, 5, lift arm and leg, look up gently. Take your heart up and forward. Feel that in your lower back. See if you can get into the upper part of your chest. And then slowly down. Lift the right leg. Lower the hip. Leg up higher. Lift the left arm. And then arm and leg. Good. And then look up gently. And then slowly down. Very nice, everybody. Come into downward facing dog. Very good. Breathe in deeply. And exhale deeply. Bring your left knee down to the floor. Turn your right heel over to the left. Bring the left hand underneath the shoulder. Bring your right hand to your ribs. Now lift the ribs up into that hand as much as you can. If it's in your range, look up towards the sky or the ceiling, and then take the arm up and over the head. And really keep feeling the left side of your body squeezing right now. Squeeze the left side of your body. Press down through the right heel of the foot. Breathing in deeply and exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Take one more breath in. Feel your breath filling the right side of your lungs as they expand and open. And exhale slowly, come on down. Come into downward facing dog. Bring the right knee down. Turn the left heel over to the right. Bring the right hand underneath the shoulder. And this time, bring the left hand to the left side of the ribs. Inhale deeply. And exhale. And really lift up into that hand and the hand into the ceiling. See if you can feel that squeeze through the right side of the ribs into the lateral obliques. And then bring the hand up towards the sky. Exhale over your head. If you can, look up towards the ceiling. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Really feel the breath filling the left side of your ribs as you inhale and exhale. Breathing in deeply and exhale deeply. Slowly bring the left hand down to the floor and step back into downward facing dog. Good. Now bring the left knee down. We're going to just do a little experiment here. Bring the left hand underneath the shoulder. You can bring the right hand to the wrist. Just lift that right leg up for a moment. Inhale deeply. Notice your stability. Notice how it feels. Good, and then slowly down. Come into downward dog. And do the same on the other side. Bring that right knee down. Right hand underneath the right shoulder. And then lift the left leg up. Again, notice how your stability is, how it feels. And then lower down. And then come into downward facing dog. And what I want you to do is come forward and lie down, but come onto the left side of your body. Very good. This is a really nice, easy pose. Straighten the legs out. And have the right leg on neutral. So have the leg just neutral. Don't internally rotate it. Don't externally rotate it, just have it neutral. And then lift the leg up as high as you can. You're gonna probably feel this right in here, okay? If it's too much, just lower the leg. Don't lift it up as high as you can. And then lower down. Very good, and do it again. And you should feel it right in here. You're kind of getting into two different muscle groups, the TFL, tensor fasciae latae. You're also exercising glute medius and then lower down. A lot of people have instability in the hips because of glute medius. Come on back up. Glute medius isn't working, and one of the main jobs of a muscle is to hold bones in place. If muscles aren't working, they're not holding the bones. Slowly come on down. And then slowly back up. And then slowly down. Now this time what I want you to do is externally rotate the leg as much as possible and then lift the leg up. Now keep it in external rotation, so don't let it turn in. Just keep it in external rotation as much as possible. And then slowly back down and relax. Sometimes nice just to hit it a couple of times. Relax. Don't hit it. That was a joke. And then turn it outward, externally rotate it, and lift it back up. Now keep it in external rotation as much as possible. And then slowly back down. Nice. And externally rotate the leg and lift the leg up. Good. Remember to breathe. And then very slowly back down. We'll just do it one more time. Externally rotate the leg. And then lift it up. If you have time, a couple of times in the week to do this pose, it's just, I can't tell you how much it's just chocolate cake for your hips. Your hips will just thank you. Now, they may not be thanking you in this moment, but they will thank you. And then slowly lower back down. Very good. Okay, let's turn to the other side. And again, straightening the legs. Now, this top leg, your left leg is neutral, and then just lift it up. Don't worry about how high you get it, as long as you're feeling it here. But if that's as far as you can go, that's as far as you can go. Don't worry about how far you can go. The main thing here, slowly lower back down, is just to feel the muscles working. These are probably muscles that you haven't worked in a long time. Slowly lower back up. Raise the leg back up. And then slowly lower back down. Good. And raise the leg up. Very nice. Don't compromise the integrity of the structure right now to try and give yourself the illusion and lower back down of lifting the leg higher. So don't like stick the butt out and torque the pelvis. Keep the pelvis in alignment. The more you can do that, the more you're going to work the muscle. Lift the leg back up. And then slowly down. Let's do that external rotation now. So you're going to externally rotate the leg. Keep that leg in external rotation as you come up. Nice. This is such a great pose for glute med, and then slowly back down. And then externally rotate it. Kind of take your tailbone in just a little bit and then lift it up. And then slowly back down. Very good. And then externally rotate the leg and lift the leg back up. Keep that leg in external rotation. And then slowly back down. And then externally rotate the leg, lift the leg back up. Very slowly, nice and gently. And then come on back down. Very good. So, make your way back into downward facing dog. Very nice. And then bring the left knee down. Bring the left hand underneath. Bring the right hand to the right ribs and lift that right leg up. Notice if you're a little bit more steady now. That steadiness comes because, you're right, falling over. The steadiness comes because the muscles are starting to work. The muscles are holding the bones in place. Bring the leg down. Come back into downward dog. Repeat on the right side. So right knee down, right hand underneath, left hand to left ribs, and lift that leg up. Nice. And then slowly down. Beautiful, guys. So come into downward facing dog. And from here, what I'd like you to do is to bring your left foot forward, turn your right heel over to the left, and come up into warrior one. And exhale into warrior two. And take the feet a little bit wider if it feels appropriate for you. Bend that front knee. Take the arms out to the sides. Great pose. Warrior two. Press down and anchor down through that back heel of the foot. Inhale here. Exhale. Take the left hand to the outside of the left shin, right arm over the head. Inhale, back up. What I want you to do is feel like you're squeezing the hips in. Another way to do that is to think about the feet squeezing towards each other. And if you just look at me for a second, like this is my hips kind of collapsing. This is my hips squeezing in and my feet are drawing in, so my adductors are engaged here. Take the left hand on the outside of the left shin, right arm over the head. Inhale, back up. And exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over the head. Spiral the heart open. Beautiful pose. Inhale, back up. And exhale, come back over. Nice. Inhale, back up. Let's change sides. Turn the left foot in. Take the right foot out. Good. Bend that right knee. Nice. Squeeze the hips into the midline. Take the arms out. Inhale and exhale. Right hand on the outside of the right shin. Left arm up and over the head. Inhale, back up. And exhale, back over. Again, the hips are still squeezing to midline. Don't lose that. Inhale, come back up. Lift up through the pubic bone to navel to heart. Exhale, come back over. Nice. Spiral the navel up. Inhale, come back up. And last one. Exhale, take the right hand over, left arm up and over the head. Nice. Spiral the navel up. Inhale, come back up. Good. Turn the right foot in, turn the left foot out. Start to bend that left knee. And this time, you're gonna come over, take the arm on the inside this time, and take the right arm over the head. Now press the arm into the knee, and the knee into the arm, and spiral the chest up. Beautiful. Feel that whole torso lifting and spiraling towards the ceiling, towards the heavens. Squeeze the feet together as much as you can. Take 2 or 3 more breaths here. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. And inhale, come back up. Turn the left toes in. Bring the hands just to Namaste Mudra, just for a breath. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Beautiful. Turn the right foot out. Bend that knee. Now, one of the things to watch out for when you do this pose, a lot of people just kind of collapse into the hip, into the front leg. Don't do that. Keep the hips level. Squeeze the hips in. Again, another way to cue that is to squeeze the feet inward. And then bring the arms out. And this time bring that hand on the inside, left arm up and over the head. Now press the arm into the shin and the shin into the arm. Spiral the chest upwards towards the sky. Inhaling deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale. Full breaths in. Good. If you feel this is too challenging, turn the corners of your mouth upwards. That always helps you to take this pose less seriously. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Take 1 more breath. Beautiful. Inhale, come back up. Turn the right toes in. Bring the hands to Namaskar Mudra. Breathe in deeply. And exhale deeply. Bring the hands to the waist. Now I want you to keep your hands here. Inhale deeply, and we're going to do this very slow. So move slowly. Exhale very slowly. Come forward. As you come forward, squeeze the sides, the belly into the midline. If your hamstrings are pulling too much, either don't come forward too far or just soften the knees a bit. Okay? Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, come forward. As you come forward, lift up from the pubic bone. Take the sides of the belly in. And then inhale, back up. Exhale, come back forward. Inhale, slowly back up. And exhale, come back forward. Sides of the belly comes in. Lift up at the pubic bone, lengthen through the spine. Feel that extension as we did when we were in Sphinx Pose. Inhale, back up. And exhale, back over. Inhale, back up. And exhale, back over. Very good. If you can, bring the hands just to the floor in front of you. I have them underneath my shoulders, and I'm really focusing on extending through my spine. If that's not available to you, bend the knees so you can really kind of find that Sphinx pose here, that extension. So don't let the lumbar spine round. Keep it in that extension. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Very good. And then bring the hands to the waist. Inhale, back up. And then just step the feet towards each other. Just pause just for a moment. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Very good. So come on to your back, please. I'm going to do a couple more things here. So one of the things about the hips that we have to address is the psoas. So we're going to do a little bit of psoas activation. We'll do it this way. Bring your left ankle across your right knee. And bring your right hand to well, you know what? Do this first. So your legs are straight. Turn your left foot out. Do that external rotation of the left leg. And then bring the left leg out about 30 degrees and just lift the leg up. And notice how that feels for a moment. It might feel heavy or dense, or you're struggling. Maybe your right hip is coming up. Now bend the knees and bring your left ankle across your right knee. Bring your right hand forward. Don't try and reach up for the knee. Just let the hand come. It's probably not going to reach the knee. Try and keep the right shoulder mostly on the floor. And then bring the knee to the hand. And then press the knee into the hand. So the arm isn't doing anything. The hand isn't doing anything. Just press the knee into the arm, or the hand, sorry. You can actually feel the psoas contracting, it's shortening, and then relax. And then do it again. Press the knee into the hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax. And press the knee into the hand. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And relax. Press the knee into the hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And relax. Press the knee into the hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax. Do it one more time. Press the knee into the hand. Again, this arm isn't doing anything. It's just kind of acting as a block or a brake. But what is working is the knee is really pressing into the hand. Good. Straighten the legs. And do that test again. Turn the left leg out. Bring the left leg out to the side. And then lift the left leg up. And hold for 2, 3, 4. Does it feel different? Always does. Even for me, it feels like amazingly different. it feels easier and lighter. Let's just lift it up the leg one more time. Externally rotate the leg, lift it up. And hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and come back down. Good, let's externally rotate the right leg this time. Bring the right leg out 30 degrees. And again, this is just an experiment. Lift the leg up. Just notice how that feels. It's like no strength. Oh my God. Okay, bend the knees. Let's get that psoas activated. So cross the right ankle over the left knee. Bring the left arm this time. If you want to feel your psoas popping or engaging, find your navel and then your right pelvic bone, and then find the place in the middle and come in diagonally with your fingers. You don't have to go deep. The psoas will come to you. And then just bring the knee into the hand and you'll feel the psoas pop out. Holding 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax. And then do it again. One of the main jobs of the psoas is to maintain the integrity and structure of the lumbar spine. And then relax. That's really a big job. And then do it again. So if that muscle isn't working, that means that you don't have integrity in your lumbar spine. Do you think that might be contributing to present back problems or future back problems? And relax. And do it again. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and relax. And do it again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax. And do it again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's do it one more time. Relax and do it one more time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and relax. Good. Straighten the leg. Let's do that retest. Turn the leg out to the side, bring it out, and lift it up. And this time, for me, it's literally flying up. And this is because the psoas is working. It's doing its job. And relax down. We'll do it one more time. Just externally rotate the leg, lift it up, and stay there for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Great, we're going to do one more thing here. Just bring the knees in towards the chest, bring the hands down beside you. Now, one thing I want you to try and do is pull the pubic bone towards the navel as you're doing this. So you bring your knees in, literally pull your pubic bone in, and then inhale, bring the arms over the head, straighten the legs as much as you can, push up through the heels of your feet, and then exhale, bring the hands down beside you as you pull the knees into the chest, but more pulling the pubic bone in. Inhale, extend the legs, bring the arms over the head, and exhale, bring the hands down beside your waist as you pull the pubic bone into the chest. Inhale, bring the legs up. Push up through the heels of the feet. And exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Inhale, push up. And exhale, bring the knees into the chest, pull the pubic bone in. And we'll do it one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Then inhale, bring the legs up and just leave them there for a moment. Keep the arms over the head. If it hurts your shoulders at all, just let the arms come up to the sides. That's also fine. But keep pressing the heels up. See if you can connect to the inner leg and feel the inner leg really active and dynamic here. Keep pushing up. Very nice. Now lower the right leg about 1 or 2 inches off the ground. Push through both heels of the feet. Feel the quads really firm and activated. I hope you didn't go hiking yesterday. Bring the leg back up and lower the left leg down about 1 or 2 inches. Keep pushing through both heels of the feet. Inhaling deeply, exhale, come back up. And then just taking your time, we're going to take about 10 to 15 seconds, lowering down. Keep pushing through the heels of the feet. Lower down a little bit more. Push through the heels of the feet. Lower down a little bit more. Push through the heels of the feet. Lower down a little bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and drop. Let the arms come to the sides. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Feel a sense of stability in your body. Maybe a reconnection to parts of your body you haven't connected to. But also more of an awareness. My teacher once said that everything becomes so clear when we inhabit ourselves, when we fully inhabit our bodies. And from that inhabiting, there's a clarity. In yoga, we call that the awakening of the Prana Shakti. This life force energy that brings inspiration, intuition, inner guidance. Allow that to come to you. Allow it to descend and saturate your consciousness when it's ready to. In the meantime, our job is just to breathe, to let go, to relax. Begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Slowly begin to bend one knee and then bend the other knee. Roll over to the side and then just very gently start to sit up. Just take a moment to just cross your legs and the hands rest on the knees just for a moment. And see if you can sense the newness or the sense of renewal in your body. And just for a moment, take gratitude in our health, in the mobility that we have. And let us recommit to keeping this temple, this place that we inhabit, as healthy as possible. And to know ourselves fully at every level of mind, of body, and spirit. Namaste. Peace be with you. Have a super wonderful week, everybody.